All right, today's question comes from Alicia Chasm. We've been friends on Twitter for quite some time. Not quite sure how we found each other, but I thought it would be cool to answer your question first on this, which I'm going to be calling at WhatUpJeremy. So if you have a question, you can ask it, and I respond in video, and I'll publish it. So you can send me an email, find me on Twitter or Snapchat, and I will do that. Here is Alicia's question. Her Twitter handle is at AliciaX3. She says, what's one of the biggest advice you'd tell someone starting out to become an entrepreneur? The biggest thing I would tell you about starting out when becoming an entrepreneur is that there is a lot of fear of rejection that can creep up, or at least it did for me. And so what you have to do if you're going to put yourself out there is be willing to take criticism from others. So anytime you do something different than everybody else, you're going to be criticized, or you're going to feel criticized in some way. Oftentimes, it's just your internal thoughts playing games on you. So you got to, one, avoid those games or not play them. The other big thing that I would say is that you got to find somebody who, here's what it is. People make starting out a business or being an entrepreneur, they make it way too complex and complicated. They want to sell a physical product, or they think that their business has to look like something off of Shark Tank, or it has to be this bigger elaborate thing. They start doing logos and business cards and all those things. And while there's a time and place for all of that, what I would recommend is starting off with 1.0. Think about where you would like to go in the long run, and think of one small way you can do it right now. Now, the biggest thing in any situation when you need attention, which your business will need, right? You're an entrepreneur, you're going to be creating a business, is you need attention. So I would, before you even think about starting your business or creating an idea, because you're going to have a ton of them before any of them succeed, I would start getting attention and trying to capture attention. That can be done on Twitter, that can be done on Facebook, that can be done in a multitude of ways, a combination of them. But the best way I found is by building an email list. So the best advice for somebody starting out who's not an entrepreneur yet, or who doesn't know what they're doing, is text everybody that you know and ask them for their support. Now, you may not know what they will be supporting, and they won't either, but you're asking them to support you. So what that looks like is pulling up your text messages, texting mom, dad, sister, cousin, friend, neighbor, everybody and anybody, and saying, hey, I'm starting this new project where I document my life, or I document me wanting to become an entrepreneur, and I'd love your support. What's your best email? And unless they say no, and anything other than no, 99% of the time, you're just gonna ask, what's your best email? Then you throw that in MailChimp, or you throw that anywhere else. There's hundreds of blog posts you can find for how you host an email list. But the biggest thing I would do is enlist the support from my friends and family on the journey I'm going on. Maybe you're not an entrepreneur, but you have a project you're gonna do, like you're gonna lose a bunch of weight, or you want to get six-pack abs, or you want to improve your golf swing. Get attention to it, and that can be repurposed down the road for whatever you are wanting. So to reiterate, if you're starting out and becoming an entrepreneur, what I would do is document the process, and I would start by enlisting the help of at least 100 of my closest friends and family. Everybody knows at least 100 people. You can ask every single person you talk to for even more people that might be interested, and from there you'll start to have attention. And the biggest thing you can do with that attention, and this is the pro tip that we'll end with here, is you can ask them what they're wanting or what they're buying already, and you could just give them more of that. So Alicia, thank you for your question. I appreciate your friendship, and I appreciate us being friends on Twitter. We haven't ever had a chance to meet together, but hopefully we will one day. Thanks for shooting me your question. And if you have a question, shoot me a note on Twitter, Snapchat, or whatever, at WhatUpJeremy, and I would love to answer it. Cheers.